this is what happens when you're late for your stream and you don't set up a stream. Then you start with no viewers and you have whistling in the background. And I was counting down. Anywho, we'll just wait for people to join. Actually, what I shall do is I will, yes, niece child. This is how weird it is to watch your aunt talk to the camera.
It's pretty cool to see.
Let me share my link. Share my link where it matters. No, don't come on camera.
I won't. I'm just watching.
Okay, cool. Yes, I look very awkward. Very awkward. Let's. Bye.
When Freaky was looking at Dad when he put his fingers by his mouth to whistle again, Freaky's like,
Hello, Totenkopf. Good to have you here. It's just me and you, buddy. Just me and you. How are you? How's your weekend been? I had a family lunch, hence the late start. So, yeah. Yeah. Here we are. I really want Paul Hart to join because he's going to have a lot to say about what I'm about to do. You think that's funny, girl child?
yep.
Okay.
She said she could always kiss her goodbye. She could always kiss her goodbye.
Wow. Done nothing, Totenkopf. But you're a plumber, right? So that counts as dirty jobs, right? So we should talk about that sometime. Do you want to come on my show? Hello, Gentle. Call all the others. Call reinforcements. See, guys, can I tell you a secret? Don't tell anyone. I had one. I'm a little bit tipsy. And I drank a lot and sweared about the government.
Yeah, don't tell anyone that Mom had wine.
You know what, Totenkopf? We need. Yeah, can you see? Even my cheeks are flushed. Can you see? I drank with my mom and my sister. Girl child thinks this is hilarious.
You're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I'm tipsy. Yes, there's a big difference between being drunk and tipsy. Because when you're drunk, you talk like this, and then you cry, and you can't walk straight. I can still walk straight for me, like, yeah. Totenkopf, yes. You need to email me. Eleutheria ZA 0, not O, 0 at gmail.com. And we're just going to leave that up. Yeah, Gentle, it takes half a glass for me. and I had to.
Mother had 2 glasses of wine.
Well, yeah, almost. Maybe 1.5 glasses. I don't know. Because like my sister only had 1 glass because she obviously had to leave. I love you too. And then so we finished a bottle between the 3 of us. So I think my mom and I had 1.5 glasses each. And now I feel like continuing the buzz. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get girl child to get me my Southern Comfort out the cupboard. I know there's husband. Would you pour me a Soko, please? He's giving me a dirty look. I think he thinks I shouldn't have any more.
What is she?
Alcohol.
She wants more.
Husband is being very judgmental about this. Okay. Yeah, send me an email because, yeah, I think we should talk plumbing and like how it's an essential job and like everybody needs a plumber. So it's sort of like a state-proof job in a way. I don't know if you agree with that.
Do people think it's not?
It's not that people don't think it's an essential job. Like people tend to be snobbish. It's like, oh, you're just a plumber. Well, actually, I'm a business owner and I make like a lot of money a year. So, yeah. Yeah. No, husband does not drink wine. He says it's expensive vinegar. So he does not like wine. Totenkopf says hello. Thank you. Is that how much I'm allowed? That's how much I'm allowed, guys. I'm teasing. He's rationing me, guys.
Oh my god.
What?
Extreme.
Oh, that's nice. Oh. Yeah, you see, Gentle Inflatables only likes plumbers because of their cracks. It's very interesting.
Connor's a plumber.
Okay. Did you get your wallet?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other day, I'd been to the shop, so I use husband's wallet because I don't have a bank card. So I just keep my driver's license in his wallet. So I had his wallet in my handbag, and he went to work without his wallet and without his driver's license by extension. And yeah, so he couldn't even stop at the shops on his way home from work because he didn't have his wallet. Whoopsie. So that's why every time he leaves, I'm like, have you got your wallet? Everybody has a crack. Yeah, and like girl child just said, my youngest tends to have a crack a lot because I don't know, he's got no hips and no bum to keep his pants up, so like they always fall down and then he's always got crack. Hello, Laura. What time are you streaming? I'm sorry, I haven't even looked at your messages and stuff. Like not properly, anyway. Laura is streaming today, methinks. Yep. She is. So I got a link for y'all. So here we go. You know what I promised Jim? I promised Jim that he would never see me drunk. So go call him. It smells like bubblegum. So long as you guys don't fight. So good. Girl child is very judgmental. Very judgmental. Can you see how red my nose is? Oh
I can see it through you.
my god. I'm not drunk, I'm just tipsy. Don't tell Joe.
Why would you tell her?
Because I told him he'd never see me drunk. And I can't whisper because then people think I'm doing that other thing again. Where's Paul?
How cold did you right now? I want to see this.
Because I ran out of shirts to stuff the pillow. So I sorted out my husband's socks. And this is only funny because I'm tipsy. I don't think I should drink. Oh, it smells like bubble. Come smell it.
Why?
Oh,
I
gentle.
can smell it from here. It does not smell like bubbles.
It smells like bubblegum.
No, it doesn't. I don't smell.
Maybe it smells like bubblegum when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Yes, you put egg in cake. We just had pineapple pudding, which my mom makes a custard with pineapples, and she uses a tin of pineapple pieces, and then she uses the juice to make the custard, and then egg whites and whatever. So I'm sure you wouldn't be able to eat that, gentle. I'm sorry. Oh, you did eat the cake. Yeah. Can you take like a Alicet or a Texa or something like that? I got this antihistamine for my husband because he's been struggling with his nose with the change of season. And your in-law poisoned you. He said it's really helped him. So I can ask Girl Child to fetch it if you want. I got it in Clicks, and it's a Clicks brand. You know, if you're not boycotting Clicks because they're racist on their hair products. Did you all see that? Did you see the outrage? Where's Paul before I start putting all these socks in this pillow? Quite a few socks. So now you guys can tease me about how I stole my husband's socks. But like, really, does that look like it would fit a man's foot? No, exactly. And this is like so thin, it's about to go into holes. I promise. And this, you can see the heel is like worn through. And yeah. But yes. Gentle's going to put laxative in her mom-in-law's food. Okay. But like also Gentle, did you ask her if there was egg in the cake? Because most cakes have egg. These are my husband's socks. I sorted out his sock drawer. So in the Paratus Facebook group, someone was asking yesterday what they can do to help mitigate load shedding. And I like went through everyone's I went through all the things that we do to help mitigate load shedding, and I thought maybe I should do a video on it. So what do you guys think? Should I do like a short 10-minute video on how we mitigate load shedding? And then we get catfished because we don't get load shedding like yesterday.
No.
Should I do a video? Yes, I'm tipsy. Why? because I'm trying to think. Okay, gentle wins the video, so I'll do it. I shall do it. I just sent Joe Emilio a WhatsApp, so he's tuning in. No, I'm probably going to get hyper later, gentle, which is going to mean that I won't sleep lekker at all. But anyway, so yeah, I finished the pillow on Friday after I finished streaming with y'all, and now I'm stuffing it. Cool, hey? Yeah, now I have 5 viewers. Everyone probably has load shedding. Do you know, I'm so fucked off with load shedding. Okay, like seriously, I am pissed off because they keep catfishing me with flippin' load shedding. Because we're supposed to go off, and then we don't go off. And then they announce on Friday morning at like 8:15 that they load shedding stage 4, and we go off. But yesterday afternoon, we were supposed to go off at 4 o'clock. So I cooked dinner in the Instant Pot. So it was my fake Instant Pot. So it was warm, and I did 2 loads of washing and dried them and everything, and the power didn't go off.
Yeah, you're tipsy.
And Joe Emilio, who's here in the comments, hi Joe, says he's been shed of his internet, but now it's fixed. So normal programming shall resume shortly. Oh, you decided not to stream. Thanks for letting me know, Joe, so that I didn't obsessively check YouTube in case it had forgotten to send me a notification. Thanks, Joe. Yes, I'm tipsy. I still love you, Joe. Just joking. I wasn't obsessively checking YouTube.
Joe just joined.
He just joined, yes. I can't believe that's how much Dad poured for me. It's like he doesn't want me to get drunk. Anyway, Joe, for the record, this is not all I've had to drink today. I had a glass and a half of wine with my sister and mother and bitched about the government and schools and
Now
stuff.
she's drunk.
I'm not drunk, I'm tipsy. I told Jim he was catfishing me. I told him when he said that he was going to live stream with all of y'all. And I said, yeah, you catfishing me. It's not really going to happen, is it? And yeah, I was right. Hello, Ruth. Why are you laughing at me? I swear Goldchild is watching me. Goldchild made a TikTok of me, didn't she? What the fuck is NVM? And what do you love, Ruth? The fact that I'm tipsy. Yeah. Well, that's it. The socks are in the pillow and Paul missed it. Maybe I should pull the socks out and then he can join another day and I can shove socks in it and then he can tease me about stealing my husband's socks. I just don't think I should operate scissors. But yeah. Oh, NVM is never mind. Now I forgot what he said. My eyes are more blue when I'm tipsy. No, I think it's just the offset of the red nose and red cheeks. No, it's not Reese in the background. That would be Gamer Wolf, Joe. Gamer Wolf is in the background. Yeah, I should do that. Hey, I should move this around and then you guys have to find it. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to remember about that. Yeah, no, their GTA videos are something else, hey, Laura. Something else. You guys play on Xbox One, hey? Yeah. So, what should I stuff in the pillow? Wait, let me move this notebook. Because I really want Paul to tease me about the socks, and he's not here. And I don't know how many of you watched Pilates on Friday night. But he wants to do a live stream. He wants to break the Guinness World Record for the longest live stream. Continuous live stream. I have an Xbox 360. Doesn't help. So yeah, Pilates wants to break the Guinness World Record for the longest live stream. So we're trying to figure out how we can do this. So Joe, I need you to talk to Yanni because we need to sort it out. I am, Joe. I'm not drunk, I'm tipsy. I told you it would never happen, but it did. And my cheeks are red. And Paul's not here to make fun of me stealing my husband's socks. Anyway. Yeah. So does anybody know what platform you can stream continuously for 8 days on? Because we need to figure out how to do this because we want to do it for charity. This is Southern Comfort. I've already had a glass and a half of wine. But husband rationed me on how much Southern Comfort I could have. I don't believe you that the braai happened. You're lying. Lying. I knew Jerm was going to catfish me on that stream. I knew it. I told you, Jerm. I told you. Yeah, I don't have lime because my children steal it. So I don't have lime. Joy's going to send me pics. Yeah. Oh, so we could do a continuous stream on YouTube, but it would only record 12 hours as a saved video. Okay. 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 Well, that's promising. Wait. This is big enough for something. I'm not going to say what, but it's big enough for something. And no, I don't mean masks. Husband's back from the shops. That's also big enough, I think. There. Yeah, I think that's keen. Joe, what do you guys think of a 8-day continuous live stream? Obviously, we'd like rotate it. So you won't have to be awake for 8 days. But what do you think about doing that? Jim brought the largest steak of his life last night. Pictures or it didn't happen. Is Paul here yet? What the hell are you TikToking me? Are you TikToking? She's TikToking me. Joe?
It's already done.
Joe, please check TikTok and tell me how bad it is.
Yeah, I'm tagging it, so.
I knew when you left the room that must be what you were doing. Yeah, sorry, love. I didn't know what you wanted to do with that, so I just told them to put it on the bed. My sister returned a TV that husband was actually using as an extra monitor. So I think he's just going to mount it and put our TV back in our bedroom. Is that right, love? 1.1 kilos. And did you cook it medium rare, Jim? And it was Joe's steak and you cooked it for him. Well played, Joe. Well played. Oh, gross. I missed the bin. And it was a Texan steak. Okay, now I get the joke. Now I get the joke, Jim. Joe, how bad is it on TikTok?
It's a 4-minute long.
It was more rare. I'm so jealous right now. I'm seriously so jealous right now. Anyway, apparently Joe's overcompensating for something. I don't think so, Jim. I don't think so. But then it makes me sound like our friendship is very inappropriate, so I'm just going to keep quiet. Oh, I do like rare steak as well. It doesn't like me, but I do like it. What are you looking for? The screws? I don't know where you put them. Have you tried the stationary organizer in the top drawer? Shame my husband can't find the screws to mount the screen again. Thank you, Laura, for reminding people to like the stream. Funny thing is, I actually feel less tipsy now than I did when I started, although my cheeks are more red. But hey. So this is what you get on Sunday Fun Day when my family's been for lunch. You actually get to see me a little bit tipsy. Hope you enjoy it. And who wants to know who was at the braai last night? Who actually came to your apparent braai? idea. Do you guys want to join me? Let me know. Who was at the bra? Stop replaying your TikTok video. Making fun of me.
This time you didn't actually catch me.
What do you mean I didn't actually catch you?
You didn't catch me making the video this time.
Obviously. Here you go. You can join if you want to and tell us who was at the bra. Ew, I got a photo. Oh, wow. That steak looks amazing. Wow. People are dropping off the stream. Apparently, I'm not that amusing when I'm drunk. Joe says he can't find the video on TikTok. Girl child.
Maybe. What I do is get rid of the tab and then click back into it.
It makes absolutely no sense.
I know.
Welcome to a 13-year-old.
I know.
So when you double tap the home button, you see all the like you see Google and you should close TikTok and then click back into it.
Okay. I'm sure you probably thought of that.
I don't know.
Yeah, Joe's going to join us in 2 minutes. Bring a drink, Joe. Bring a drink. Oh, I should change. Derek was at the bar.
Oh, now.
Laura and I are unimpressed that you did not stream and Derek was at the bar. That's not cool. Come join us, Jim. Come. Let's talk, cock. I sent you the link. Sign in. I'm changing thingamabobs. Yes, I don't know what these are called. Not right now, anyway. Can you guys still hear me? Laura Fry's always smashed, according to Twinkle. Really? I did not think so. Hello, anti-Marxist ZA. Welcome to the Eleutheria is a little bit tipsy stream. And she thinks she's funnier than what she actually is. Just saying.
And the daughter is being evil by filming her.
Yes, and her daughter is being evil by filming her and putting her on TikTok.
A lot of people like the other one, so I thought, why not?
Life for the 13-year-old people. Life for the 13-year-old. It's great fun.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very fun.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Germ. Come on, Joe. Hurry up and get ya. Okay, so what did everybody do this weekend? Hannah, can you please go pour me some more, and this time with ice?
Where is it?
In the behind the flower, the spare flower. It's Southern Comfort.
And then I put the flour everywhere. First I see some at the top and then I see some at the bottom.
Yeah, well, it depends on how much she's
What shelf?
the bottom. The
What is it
bottom right
called?
at the back.
What is it called?
Southern Comfort. It's the only one that's open.
I'm just messing with your tipsy brain.
Did you guys hear that? She's just messing with my tipsy brain. Okay, we have a visitor. Hello.
I can't stay long
Why can't you stay long? That sucks.
doing stuff.
Doing stuff. Well, I suppose that's a good enough excuse. So I told you you'd never see me drunk.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Okay.
Why are you changing that? Why break a good thing?
A good thing. You're the one that kept on
Listen,
suggesting that I do.
I'm a good person. I don't ever tell people to break the rules or do anything
But
wrong.
it wasn't a rule.
I'm all about being good and well behaved.
Sure. No, you see, my sister came for lunch, and so my mom asked if she wanted wine, which was like, okay, who are you and what have you done with our mother? But yes, so we had wine, and now I don't want to stop.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with that. I had wine today as well. I had wine
Thank
also.
you. That's very cool. But you have wine every day,
Yeah, pretty much.
and so does my sister.
Not good. Excuse me. That coffee came up.
You've been eating carbs again.
I went out for lunch today and I had chicken schnitzel something or another. Yeah.
What did you have with the chicken schnitzel?
Chips
Uh-huh.
and wine.
Well, I don't think it was the wine that caused the problem.
No, probably not. Did you hate it when it comes up and it's like, you got that horrible taste in your...
Drink slower and eat less.
Well, no, I don't eat a lot anymore. I'm trying to lose weight. Tim Loke said I've lost weight when he saw me in my last stream, and I'm drinking coffee now with cream.
I went and I looked at, how did it come up? Anyway, I think it came up on my memories. You know the first interview you did with Annika Rossley?
Years, like about a year and a half ago or something.
I think it was a year ago because it came up on my memories yesterday. And I was like, he's lost weight.
You mean now then?
How you look now compared to a year ago, you've lost weight. I
Yeah,
think you picked up in between and you've lost again.
I've also started gymming. So hopefully hopefully by summer I'll be able to play volleyball on Camps Bay.
Nobody wants to see that, Jim.
Join Johnny Bravo. Check my pecs.
Oh gosh, you're giving away your age.
Listen, what's wrong with taking off your shirt and playing volleyball on Camps Bay Beach? You know, it's sweet like a lemon.
Of course it's sweet like a lemon, Jim. Of course.
Machana, not brew.
So you're going to do this by the time it's matric back, Jim? and compete with all the teenagers.
Oh, wait, sweet.
Yes, I'm on with someone. Girl child can't keep with the program. She's too busy taking videos of me and putting them on TikTok.
No, I'm done. I was just.
So my niece was here with my sister, obviously, and she's writing matric this year. And she is so pissed off that her matric vac and matric dance and everything is like, everything's just gone. It's like not happening. So I was saying to her, well, maybe they can still get dressed up and they can go out for a nice dinner or something. I don't know. Like, shame, I feel bad for the matrics.
Okay. I'm not sure how I feel. It's been so many years.
But like, think about it. If you didn't get to do all of that stuff, that like rite of passage stuff, wouldn't you be upset?
Yeah, rite of passage is cool. Depends on what it is. I mean, when I shot my first buck, I had to eat the balls, and that rite of passage is very cool. I had to eat them raw.
Oh well, that's like awful, Jim. I'm talking about the stuff
Awful. What are you
before you
talking about?
actually go out and kill stuff.
Nobody wants to eat springbok balls, testicles, raw.
Well, then don't kill a springbok. Kill something smaller.
You don't realize that when you're out in the bushveld. When you're looking through.
Okay, so what do you think of Gideon's idea? He wants to do the longest stream ever, the longest live stream ever. And
Why?
it'll have to be like 8 days. He wants to do it for charity because he wants to break the Guinness World Record.
Okay, but why?
Yeah, this is exactly what he's saying.
Firstly, it's a lot of exhaustion.
No, we'll take it in turns.
Who's we? You're not including me in this.
All of us.
No.
No, we can. Or you can do like a 2-hour thing.
What? But
every other day.
Is it all from one person's thing?
Well, we're going to have to figure that out, aren't we?
I don't know. That doesn't sound terribly exciting to me. Why would you want to stream for 8 days?
To break a world record.
Okay. What about holding your breath for like to break a world record also? I mean, I'm not following the reasoning. What do you get out of getting tired and using up so much bandwidth? That's a lot of bandwidth.
Yeah, but it's spread over 8 days.
Okay.
I can't believe there's such little buy-in. Look, even Russell says it's a horrible idea. Hello, Russell, by the way. Thanks for joining.
Well, I'm not sure what it sets out to achieve other than breaking a world record. Oh, okay, fine. The world record was broken. Now what?
And the world record was broken in South Africa by South Africans.
Okay, and then somebody in the Ukraine breaks it a week later, and then what?
Okay, and if we manage to raise money for charity?
Yeah, I've got no issues with it if it raises money. But what, guys? We are streaming on YouTube. Please give us money. Oh, you're talking about like super chat money, and all that money goes to charity.
Yeah, we can do Zappa, or we can even do an event like Cricket, like Joe did when he was interviewing comedians. So he had a new one for each comedian that he interviewed.
Okay.
So we can have a Cricket just for that event.
Okay. I'm not opposed to the idea. I'm just trying to figure out the logistics. It's quite a complicated ask.
Yeah, I've also been trying to rack my brains on the logistics as well. And I'm glad Yanni's here because I'm going to ask him to help me figure it out because he's clever with that stuff. And Joe's joining us. So we can ask him as well. Hello, Joe. He doesn't realize he's here.
Hey, my internet is still kind of crap, so I might cut out. I need to get an extender tomorrow because it's
crap.
still. What's up, Germ? What's up, Beth?
Listen, I'm still full from you eating that steak.
Hey, I'm from Texas, so you gotta eat a man's steak. We take it very seriously.
I've never
I'll
in my
show
life
them
fried
tomorrow.
such a big steak.
You did it well, dude. I had the remaining.
How long did I bride the steak for? 25 minutes.
30 minutes.
Longer. 30 minutes. I bride a steak for 30 minutes. Never in my life have I bride a steak for 30 minutes. That's how massive the thing was. I was full. I was full just watching you eat it.
Well, I didn't finish
it?
it. No, I didn't. I had a little piece left, but I finished it this morning. It was delicious still. You did a great job. Shane, Germ was so worried, like, are you sure it's fine? Are you sure it's okay? Because we can.
I was
I'm
petrified.
No, you did a fantastic job.
I was
Well
petrified.
done.
I thought I was going to destroy your steak. And then it's like this massive steak, and then you can't fix it.
No, it was delicious, dude. Did you show the picture to your wife?
I used up almost a full bag of wood just to braai your steak.
Hey, come on! It wasn't just my steak as well. There was other food there.
Well, Tim's steak was quite big as well. But geez, man, I've never in my life. And then you still on top of it get picky. Medium rare.
Yeah,
for
of course.
1.1 kg steak, dude. That's not even a steak. That's an animal.
Or like Yanni says, it was a hindquarter, and Chris Wyatt is here. So Chris, what I do is I send them a WhatsApp saying that I'm streaming and I'm tipsy, and then they come and watch, and then I invite them and they agree. That's how you got to do it.
That's not what.
Yeah, get tipsy, Chris.
I just saw I'm tipsy. I'm thinking, okay, cool. Maybe you're in a white top and you've got you're throwing water over yourself. I'm always disappointed, you know.
Well, you could go.
I'm not talking about me. If I get a WhatsApp from a girl that says I'm tipsy, I'm thinking, okay, she's spraying water on herself and she's got a white t-shirt on. But it never works out like that. You know what?
That's what we do every single time we get tipsy.
I want to tell you, Hollywood lies.
They do.
Yeah, of course they do.
I mean, is it so much to ask?
Oh man.
Okay,
well,
Joe, what?
Gray, close enough.
It's grey, yes. And I'm wearing a tank top underneath as well, which is shining through as well. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Joe, what do you think of breaking the Guinness World Record for the longest live stream?
What is the record?
It's 161 hours, which is like 7 days or something.
Jeez. And okay, well, like, what are the rules? I mean, do you have to be in front of the camera the entire time? Obviously, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to have to look it up. But we were thinking, like, obviously no one can stay awake and stream for that length of time. Duh. So we were thinking, you get all the different South African YouTubers to come on for an hour or two, and you just keep rotating.
It's a bit of a loophole, but then it becomes a kind of like a radio show, technically. There would need to be parameters involved, and obviously, I think what happens, like if it's 7 days, obviously someone's obviously there to help this person. Like it must have been. It's like, for example, if the person, like let's say I was doing it, right? Then my wife would probably move the camera.
I've got to shoot.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks for coming on. Bye.
Cheers. And then I would imagine that, like, for example, if I go to sleep, my wife would put the camera somewhere so that it can watch me sleep, like almost like a Big Brother kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because, okay, the people that hold the record, it was done in a studio. So obviously they had people rotating in and out.
All right. Yeah, well then I guess we could do the same thing. Would make sense. But then I saw someone commented and said that YouTube can only stream for like 12 hours or something straight.
No, apparently they qualified that comment. It was Debbie Danger. She qualified it earlier. I can't find it because it's too far back. But she said you can stream indefinitely on YouTube so long as there's not a break in your stream. So obviously we need a super stable connection, and we need to make sure our machines are not going to like shut down or whatever.
And you have load shedding.
Yeah, you see, I have an inverter, so like that load shedding doesn't affect me.
Lucky.
I know, I like to brag. Anyway, but she said YouTube will only record 12 hours and have it as a saved video. So the entire thing won't be a saved video.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, what does Yanni think? Did you ask Yanni? Because I told him to join the stream so that we could ask him, because he would know, wouldn't he?
Did you send him a link?
No, I didn't send him. No, I didn't send him a link to join. I just said come onto the stream because, well, I just told him to come onto the stream, and I thought we could ask him because he might know. He's welcome to join if he can. I don't know. It's your channel.
Yeah, if he's keen, do you want to send him the link? Because I obviously don't have his number.
Didn't you want his number? I'll send you his number.
I would like his number, yes.
I'll send him the link, but I'll also...
But I can't remember why I said that during a stream. I remember saying it. I don't know why. I wasn't tipsy that day, so I don't know why I don't remember. But yeah, today I'm tipsy. I'm probably not going to remember this. But anyway, Chris says, what is that all about? People asked me to go on with Jerm, Ronaldo, and Roman for the longest stream. I had no idea what they were talking about. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about in that instance either, Chris, because this happened on Paratus's show on Friday night. We were talking about what's the longest ever live stream. And yeah, we started talking about maybe doing this for charity.
Cool. I sent him the link, and
awesome. And you sent me his contact. Awesome. Yes. Thank you. I shall add him later.
Cool. We can watch Joe eat steak. It was delicious, guys. Wait, did you show them the steak pictures? Because
would you like me to?
Just yeah. Start like that would be. Let's like I want people to see. I love steak, guys. Like I really do. Like I'm jealous. I could never be a vegan or any of that. Never ever. I love steak too much.
Can I just tell you? Okay, you've heard this from me before, but can I tell the audience that I can't eat the steak, but I miss the steak, and the steak is making my mouth water. So there
well
we go.
Done to Jerm again for
yeah, he did a flippin' awesome job.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to download these pictures and then I can share them, okay? So do you mind talking to the audience?
No problem. Just show the one where it's cut open last. Start from the fire and then the hand picture and then the side picture. And then you guys will see we had a lot of fun taking pictures of the steak. Okay, so for those of you that might be wondering why I'm talking with a bit of a low voice, because my wife is sleeping and I have to keep the door open because the internet cuts out if the door is closed. And we've moved into a new place, so this is the first time anyone's seeing it live. I want to try and move my camera a little bit.
Don't do that. You're breaking up. Have we lost him?
Okay, we're back.
You break.
So yeah. There, I'm back. I won't move the thing too much. But yeah, it's a new place. I've settled in. Internet. I need to get an extender. Hopefully I'll do that tomorrow so that I can stream properly. Tomorrow evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'm having a new show on my channel with Dr. DNA. It's her show now, like on my channel. So she's going to be hosting it. She's going to be in control. I'm just back in the scenes doing everything else. And she's going to be on with Pumlani, I think his name is. I could be wrong with how I pronounce that name. But they're going to be talking about is racial, systematic racism, is that real? I don't know. It's
systemic racism.
Systemic, that's the one. Systemic racism, is that real? And that's going to be a very interesting conversation with Dr. Harley tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. If you guys want to tune into that on my channel. And hopefully my internet will be 100% by then. But it seems to be fine now. So that's good. So yeah, it's been a hectic week. Sorry that I haven't been streaming, but as I said, I think I only got internet on Friday. So it's been one hell of a battle. Gentle Inflatables, did the steak moo? Okay, guys, I like my steak rare, like rare. I sometimes bleu, as they say in the French world. But I can eat it medium or medium rare, but I do like it to move a little bit. Jerm made a joke. He was like, does my wife need to give it resuscitation? And I was like, yes, that's how I like my steak.
I'm with you. The bloodier, the better.
Exactly. Because then it tastes.
My body just doesn't like it. Yes, because it tastes like meat. It doesn't taste like something that was, I don't know, burnt on a wood fire. Okay, exactly. I'm ready to
hello,
show
Yanni.
Hello, Yanni.
Hey, Beth. Hey, Joe. How's it going?
That's awesome. I love how I get drunk and then I just invite people and they just join. Now I know why Paratus does this on a Friday night.
It's a concept that seems to work. Eh? That's probably how you'll get the 8-day continuous stream going, is send drunk messages and we will be there.
There we go. There we go. And Joe's frozen.
Yeah, he's been battling with his internet.
I know.
Get him sorted with an extender tomorrow.
I'm going to try and share these pictures of his steak whilst he tries to reconnect.
Yeah, he sent me that, and it's just sad.
I know. How jealous are you?
Very, very.
Me too.
We get these things in Joburg. Yeah, well, in Joburg, we get at our spa. So we live in Joburg in Sunning Hill. And at our spa, they have these steaks called, now I forgot the name, tomahawk steaks. Tomahawk steaks, which literally looks like a T-bone. Okay, it doesn't fit on the camera. Like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 centimeters long. No, probably longer than that. It's like Flintstone steaks.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. I mean, you would think like the big cut meat would be like tough and taste crappy, but it tastes proper.
Awesome.
Actually,
well, we lost
though. I have a photo of one somewhere. Yeah, I don't know if his internet is not dipped. Right. Okay, my phone is dipped. Let's see what.
Okay.
He was.
I'm struggling to share the pictures. So,
from what I recall, is when you share your screen.
Yeah, it's not opening the application window for Windows Photos. It's not available in my application window. So yeah.
Let me try share it. You sent them to me last night, so let me just save them. And you may just need to allow my. Okay.
Joe is trying to get back on. He commented on YouTube.
Okay, cool. Let me save.
So that's all good.
These pictures.
So now, how possible do you think this continuous 8-day stream would be?
Well,
bye, Chris.
I've never thought about streaming that long, so it sounds like a couple of people have already looked into like the limitations that YouTube has and whatever. So we'll just need to look at that. The thing is, though, you would need to have an uninterrupted stream probably. So you would need to. and because obviously you guys don't really have the luxury of a studio where everybody could like go to stream and alternate and whatever, because that's like how these Le Mans 24-hour races worked during lockdown. The guys
Yeah.
all built simulators in like a central location, and then the guys just swapped into the simulator and they were streaming that. So you would need to have a way of obviously connecting everybody up in a way and then have one person stream. So I'll look into it a little bit to see what's possible in terms of like remote doing this. Somebody is just going to have to host a stream.
Yes. Someone would have to be host, and we'd have to make sure that the host has an uninterrupted power supply.
Yeah.
Because ESCOM.
Yes. So you'll either need to have an inverter or something, and then your internet. See, if your internet drops, you have a problem. See, I'm also wondering if it'd be possible to have two people stream the same stream simultaneously.
I
Two
think we better do
hosts,
that.
because if one drops, the other one is still there.
Yeah.
But also, I think we should do it. You guys should do it after, like,
No, it's a we. Because I said from the outset, when they mentioned it, I was like, I'm going to ask Yanni what he thinks, because he's like the most.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
I
no, well,
know
thank
that
you.
he knows.
Well, we'll figure it out. So, but yeah, I think let's just wait for load shedding season to pass. I don't know when that is. It usually lasts 2 weeks, and then do it. And then yeah, I'll look into it a bit to see what's possible in terms of how you can produce the stream outside of it broadcasting, because that'll be the important part, is just that you can have one or two people produce it and then just have it broadcasted in two directions. So two people's YouTubes would be broadcasting. So in case one fails, the other one is still there.
Yeah. That's
I
a
heard
good
the
idea.
piece, somebody said that there was a 12-hour thing. It stops recording after 12 hours and whatever. I think that part we probably don't worry about.
Yeah, so long as YouTube will let us carry on. I mean, we don't care if it's
Yeah.
recorded or not. Do we? We can always try and
No.
record it on the machine that we're on.
Yeah, like I know
producer.
when Joe does his thing, he also pipes it to a recording. So he has the actual file on his PC. So yeah, he'll need a couple of terabytes of that for storage,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, we can probably calculate it. We can like see with Joe how big like 1 hour of his stream is, or somebody that records. I don't know, but like I know Joe records, so we can ask him how big 1 hour of stream is. You just times that by 100 and whatever hours. So what was that? 8 days? Is it exactly?
It was
8 days.
The world record
Yes.
is 161 hours, apparently. I haven't Googled it myself.
161 hours. Okay, see, that's 6.5. That's 6.7 days.
Yeah.
So 8 days is 192 hours. 8 times 20.
Okay. Okay,
That's
so
92 hours worth of streaming.
we're aiming for 7 days to break the record.
Yeah. So 7 times 24. 168. 168 hours. That's a freaking long time to stream.
I know.
It's pretty much like a big brother, eh? And I mean, again, the way how I see it is, if we can make sure that it's a produced type of thing, though, right? And we can check with Chris. I've been meaning to actually say to Chris, I know Chris is traveling now, so he's got some traveling coming up, and he's going to be out in the, well, not the wild, but out somewhere. Yeah, American wild. But he's going to be streaming from wherever he has coverage and stuff. But Chris was testing out with Streamlabs and all kinds of things. So it began to see how that works, because even like Ronaldo, I see he's using he's got this new DJI Osmo something. It looks like a little GoPro, but it's like a DJI action cam, which is pretty cool because it has a way of tethering to his PC. So then make it interesting, like have a braai. Like, hey guys, tonight we're braaiing. I mean, what does stream mean? Stream is the technical thing that you're doing, right? So it's the way of broadcasting and people consuming a broadcast. So you may as well be broadcasting your bride. Then you may as well be, well, you can't be broadcasting if you're watching a movie or something. You might have some
Copyright strikes.
copyright type of stuff. But Joe did say that he can have the camera moved to him when he sleeps. There's a streamer on Twitch. I don't know. Was it on your stream the other day when you spoke about ASMR? And somebody was saying, yeah, you had the ASMR stream, but somebody was saying about these ASMR streamers on Twitch. I don't know if you've seen these ASMR streamers or that genre of streaming, but there's one, I don't know how to refer to her. She's a girl. She's a young lady. So, I mean, it's probably like, I don't know, 30, give or take. So, I mean, she's like a model or whatever, brand ambassador. I don't know what she is, but she had a 24-hour stream the other day where she literally slept in front of a PC. She made like a little bed and stuff like that. And I know it sounds weird. I watched it because she came up in my view, in my feed of suggested stuff and whatever. But then you click on it and like, who the hell streams for 24 hours and sleep? But she was sleeping, and she had moderators obviously kicking and booting people off the stream because, you know, people are idiots in chat. And yeah, she had that. I even saw people do it on TikTok, like 24-hour streams on TikTok. And they put the camera and they watch themselves sleep. So, I mean, it's, I don't know. Doing a 24-hour stream, that'll be, it's not worth it. I think if you really want to do it, just like, yeah, head for the Guinness Book, Guinness Book of Records stream or whatever. Like, be cool if a couple of South Africans can do it. But you would need to see what the rules around it is.
Yes.
And I've never done or wanted to attempt something in the Guinness Book of Records, but I heard of somebody saying that apparently you have to like apply for it and then somebody audits it and whatever. So there's even some stuff like that around it. You would want to make sure you understand all those rules up front, not do it after the fact and then go and say, hey, we want to submit this, because I don't think that'll work, but that'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, I would think is make it part of people's lives. Like,
absolutely.
You know, as long as you just don't lose connectivity and have people be, that's what I wanted to say. So Chris had this thing of people sending him videos. I don't know if it was live and if he brought them live into his thing, but this farmers thing, the farmers, people against all the farm attacks and stuff. Last weekend, It was the bikers. I don't know, was it bikers again this weekend, or there was some march again this weekend?
This weekend
was it the Move for 1 Million or something?
Yeah, there was Move 1 Million, and then also just people against farm attacks. And I think, especially in Cape Town, there was some GBV stuff thrown in as well.
And Chris had people sending him stuff. I don't know if it was just video that they sent to him after the fact and then he worked it in, or I don't know if it was live, because I didn't catch it live. I watched a bit of the rerun on it, but that was pretty cool. So it definitely sounds possible. So, I mean, definitely sounds possible.
Okay. Joe's managed to rejoin us.
I see. Okay, cool.
Although it says device is not connected.
But PC is struggling to keep a stable connection with internet. Yeah, you see, like in the new place, like the fiber comes into the kitchen, and like it's an odd part of the house if it's like a double story.
It's a duplex,
so, yeah. So now you don't really get coverage upstairs, which is like weird why they would put the fiber there. You know, not like just on the other side of the wall. Would have been so much more central to the house, but he'll need to do something with a converter of sorts or something.
Oh dear.
And those extenders are sometimes also hit and miss. I've not really had good experience with it, but the problem is, again, you can't take one person's because this extender works for me, it will work for you. I mean, my house might just be better geared towards using an extender, whereas somebody else's house, isn't. And then you start dealing with the whole 2.4 gigahertz and 5.8 gigahertz and different Wi-Fi and thick walls and thin walls. And there is no one to rule them all, unfortunately.
Yeah, my husband also, because of the industry he works in, he gets powerful switches and repeaters and everything because of how far he has to throw signal. And I guess he just needs to get cables that we can actually use them in our. I don't know.
Well, the best would be is to wire up your house. But I mean, then even if you're lucky, you have a house that has conduit or something in the walls, and you don't have to, let cables be
Yeah.
exposed outside the walls, because that's just, asks for lightning or something to hit it. But if you can use some conduit in the walls, you can at least wire up the main areas and then put access points in different places of the house. But on the back end, they are actually wired together. That's a lot better than having to try and take an already half crappy Wi-Fi signal and just try and repeat that.
And try and throw it, yeah.
Because that is not really that doesn't really
And-
help. And I think, and that's what I was saying to Joe yesterday, is in his house, I think we'll have a working solution for him, but I mean, it doesn't mean it'll work for everybody, because houses are different. I've just seen people where they buy 3-4 different extenders and none of them work. But they, even if you go like halfway through the house, there is no Wi-Fi signal again. So you almost need to have 3 or 4 repeaters in the house or extenders in the house to get it to work. I don't know. Those things are usually just, I've never had good experience with it. I'm always scared to recommend that. But in some situations, you can't. You have no other choice but trying to use it. And then you need to understand the limitations of what those devices,
Yeah.
are about.
Yeah. No, it's technology. It's so
Yeah.
good, and yet it's not good enough.
Well,
Shame he's still trying.
Unfortunately, with technology, that's my bread and butter. So, as long as things break, I have a job, type of thing. So I'm thankful for that.
What is it exactly that you do? Oh no, he's here. He's here.
Did
Haha.
Joe make it?
He did. But now.
So are you gonna tell him, or am I gonna tell him that we don't need him? Poor Joe.
I don't know why it's not adding him. Like I said, add him, and now it's a black screen.
No, I don't think it's you. It's Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Joe in standard definition.
Joe's internet is being rationed within his house.
Yeah.
It would appear that he has a concrete floor that stops him from receiving the Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why I'm doing this with my hands.
Yep. I don't know what you guys have been talking about, because I've been trying to get on, but I just want to say something. Laura, it's not that simple, unfortunately. If I could do that, I would. Number 2, Yanni, I think that maybe after this stream, you and I should chat, because something interesting just happened. Yanni knows my setup.
Okay.
So, sorry, some of you may not understand what I'm about to say, but Yanni will know. Yanni, when I unplugged from the USB hub that you gave me that has the screen, remember you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Internet working, seems to be working. So I have no idea what that means. Yeah, so I'll send you a picture now. I was struggling to get on, and I was only able to get on once I did.
No, I think you plugged it back in now.
And there he goes again.
That doesn't make sense. You know what? Analyzing IT problems, it should become a job. Just do that. You just sit on a couch and listen to people's problems. IT problems, though, tech problems, and then give like guidance on a chair. Like, that'll be a cool job.
That's basically what my husband's job is. He just does it within a corporate environment, that's all.
Same, yeah. Joe's sending me some WhatsApp. Let's see what he's doing. So you asked me okay, wait, he's got an error here. Having trouble connecting is often caused by an unstable internet connection. You're on Wi-Fi, move closer to the router. We know all that, or consider using Ethernet. And that's not an option. Okay, that's the error that what is this? StreamYard's giving him just in the browser, which is fine. Now he's got it, something went wrong. Yeah, he's lost connectivity.
Yeah, he
That
sent me
doesn't
that
make
picture as well.
sense. That doesn't make sense.
Well, ironically,
hmm.
I have more viewers now than I did an hour ago.
Okay, it's a good thing. It's because we spoke about meat and briflace and all that stuff.
Yeah, you still
People
need to
heard.
show those pictures if you can. I'm going to try
Right.
share the screen again.
Let me bring up. Clearly, it's not the issue. Yep. No. I also thought that was weird. Sorry, that's just Joe texting me that he doesn't think that's the issue, and yeah, that is weird. Then I'll bring up the pictures in a sec. I saved it, and then let me unzip it quickly from WhatsApp. If you do multiple stuff.
Girl child, can you please turn on the light?
Okay.
I'm drinking Southern Comfort and I'm getting sober.
Oh.
How does that make sense?
Oh, no. Just are you drinking it neat or with something?
Well, it had ice.
Okay, nice. Neat. Okay, well, let me see if I can share my photo app. Let's do that. I'll also share my entire screen, but let's see if this works. You might need to allow it or something. See, it's come up as a second source at the bottom.
Okay, that
Let's
works.
see. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay. So this obviously is the 1.1 kg steak that Joe has talked about, and comparing to the size of his hand. And that was Jim's brilliant braai work. I don't know how you braai a piece of steak like that and still get it medium. What was it? What did he say? Medium rare or something? Or did he say medium?
Joe said it was
he did say
actually
medium.
closer to rare.
Well, the outside looks still nice. And you see, the thing is, though, you don't want it to be cold inside, though. Else that steak would be perfect. If it's cold inside, then I may as well just have cold meat.
Yes.
That is another view, and it looks like there's. Let me turn it, because there looks like a society on the side there. Little hidden there. Little
so it gives context.
Hidden. For thickness, that's probably like an inch, like a thumb.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That was on the braai. See, so yeah. I know it looks like a T-bone, but it did look.
I think Jerm is a braai master.
No, you certainly nailed it. I think you certainly nailed it. Yeah. Okay. How do I get my screen to stop displaying? Stop screen. There we go.
I stopped it. Okay.
Cool. I must admit, StreamYard works pretty cool, though, for people that's starting out streaming that wants that all-in-one experience. You want people to join and dial in. You want to manage a couple of people. You want to share a screen, whatever. It's really the simplest app out there. I think it is pretty cool. I mean, there's other apps out there that's a lot more advanced when you're going to start doing weird overlays and all kind of stuff. But from just getting going on the stream, I'm actually quite impressed with StreamYard, because I've never used it, but I've been helping people out that's using it. In that way, I've been learning it. So.
And you can actually do overlays. I just don't have the paid version, so I can't do nice overlays. But I can do this overlay.
Okay, yeah, I've seen this one, and I think Herman Roos, he's got the paid version, because his one has a little intro video, and I think he's got his own logo up and that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. So in the top right here, above your head, we've got the StreamYard logo, which is where Herman puts his zapper.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And
yes.
you can use a 30-second intro if you're on the paid version. And the paid version also costs $25 a month, or $20 a month if you pay for a year up front. So, but I just don't have $4,000 at the moment. I don't even have money to pay for a month at the moment.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? So at the current what is the current exchange rate? Like 17, 18? So USD 22 ZAR. What is that going to cost us? $330. Okay.
Mm.
So what is $1 at the moment? 16.58. Yeah, okay, it's gone down a bit because earlier this week it was hovering at the 17.5. So either way, for 350 Rand a month on average, the only benefit you get is the all-in-one experience. I don't know if that's worth it though. So what's Joe saying? Switch back to my chat. It was more rare and it was still hot inside. It was awesome. Yeah, that's good. Big. It's hard to fry a big piece of steak like that.
It is. It really
and still
is.
get it perfect and not burn the outside or something or whatever. So yeah, well done to a germ. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. For 350 Rand a month, I don't know if this is worth it. For a little bit of extra complication, you can still get past this, not costing you any money.
Well, yeah, that's what I did. So so you have a limit that you can stream 20 hours a month, right? If you don't pay for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
So because I do daily streams 6 days a week, that was like a little bit not lekker. And because I actually want to start interviewing people every day, and I want to have the ability to say, hey, join the stream like I did with you guys today.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, that's a little bit cut. But the thing is, I have a Gmail account for Eleutheria, and I have my Eleutheria channel linked to my personal Gmail account. So now I've just linked the channel to both of those, and I have StreamYard accounts for both of those. So when I start getting close to my limit, I just switch to the other one, and then I carry on. And then when I get close, and yeah, so far it is. I started doing this 2 weeks ago, and I'm close to my limit on this one, so I'm going to be switching back to the other one soon.
Okay, yeah, because we're 6 days into this month. Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, your other options is you're going to go the OBS route or Streamlabs OBS route. If you have a PC, if you have Mac, you can go, well, those will work on Mac as well. If you have Mac, you can go like Joe's route with Ecamm Live, which is not bad, but I think he also has a paid version of it. It unlocks a couple of... Isn't there a free version of Ecamm Live? I'm sure there's a free version of Ecamm Live.
I don't know.
Joe had to pay, I think, because he wanted to unlock like the overlays and super chats and all that stuff. Ecamm Live. Let's just check quickly. It doesn't really matter. Do you have a PC or Mac? You have a PC?
I have PC, and the thing is, it's a Lenovo ThinkPad. So I can't plug it into an Ethernet. That's the only thing. I can't plug it into Ethernet. And even if I get like a USB, a multiple USB port thing,
the hub,
that thing. I'm worried about my existing USB ports on this machine. So then that's not going to help. And if I use the PC, it's sitting at the desk, and then I have to change everything because a husband might be home working and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's why I went with StreamYard, because I can stream off of Wi-Fi, off of this not very fast laptop, and I don't have issues. So.
Yeah, you see, that's a nice thing with StreamYard, though, is it kind of you just need a browser and off you go. Well, a browser, a webcam, and a mic, and off you go. You don't really need to have all the other stuff. But why are you worried if you have to put a USB hub in that machine? What about the other USB ports? Just explain what your worry is there.
They seem to be bugging out a bit. Like there was I don't know if you saw the stream where I ranted, and I ranted really well, but my mic kept cutting out.
Oh, yes. And then the first part got cut off.
Yes. So, yeah, and that was because I was using this, which runs off of USB, and it, yeah, I think my ports are just starting, and I think the one port is a slower port than the other port. First of all, I don't think either of them are 3.0. So that's one issue. Sorry, guys, in the chat if this is getting too technical for you, but I think Yanni understands the language I'm speaking. And so the other ports, I think, the one port I think is slower, and yeah. So I just have issues with USB ports at the moment.
So USB ports, usually you can tell them out that the USB 3 ports are blue. And if they're not blue, the logo, the USB logo, that little, where's the camera? That little line that forks into the little arrows and whatever, it has a little SS next to it. Then it's a super speed port, which is USB 3.
Okay.
3.0, 3.1, whatever. USB 3.1 ports, I think, are red or yellow. And then there's another type C one, which is like red or yellow, either way. But even the cable, sometimes you would see, I've got a cable here. The cable would look blue like that. Not the cable, but the port inside, the plug inside would be blue.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I've seen that. Okay. So this one says SS. I don't know if it's going to focus.
Okay. So SS would be super speed. So what you can then get is just get a USB 3 hub.
So is the other one.
Okay. Yeah. So then you just get a USB 3 hub, and then everything else will hang USB 3 off it. There's only like a few things that has an issue, like high bandwidth USB things that has an issue when you run them both simultaneously. But for the most part, in theory, I think the standard does say that you can like hang 127 devices off one USB port. So you can have like hubs, daisy chains up to 127.
Wow.
Connecting things up and having them all perform at once might obviously be a different issue, because if you're going to be copying between different drives and whatever, you are going to congest the USB port. But for the most part, having a webcam and a mouse and a hard drive and 2 hard drives and another thing or whatever hanging off it should not be an issue, I think.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, then I shall go back on Takealot and remove the USB 3 hub from my wish list into my basket.
Well, which one were you going to get? Because if I can recommend, though, you get powered and unpowered USB hubs. The powered hubs makes it nice if you want to have a hard drive or a couple of hard drives connected to the hub. Then it doesn't but it doesn't overdraw or whatever the power from your USB hub or your USB port on your PC, because then you're going to have a drive failing to start or whatever. So if it's a powered USB one, that's usually a bit nicer. So, but I think Joe did share your number with me, so just send me a link on WhatsApp. I don't mind.
I will do. Thank you.
Although I've had bad luck with one I gave to Joe that didn't really work, but I just don't know why. His one drive is probably just too power hungry or something, and it doesn't like being configured or connected in that way. So yeah,
it's also Mac, and sometimes Apple likes to make life difficult. I'm just saying. I'm not
with crap. So
yeah, I'm not shitting on them. I mean, I love Apple products. I really do. I will not upgrade, as they say, my contract to get a Hawaii or any other phone from my stupid little 16 gigabit iPhone, because I like my iPhone. Yes, it's only 16 gigabit, but I like it.
You can't compare iPhones and iPads to Mac and then Mac PCs and everything else that happens there, because the phone can quite comfortably, I'm also an iPhone user, this can quite comfortably live, as a standalone device, and all the applications would make it integrate and play well with Windows and whatever. But in the Mac world, and if I ever do get a Mac, it'll purely just be for the looks, because they do make some really pretty hardware.
Oh, they are sexy. They are sexy machines. How do I find this information for some videos? Because I honestly don't know what Lenovo ThinkPad this is.
At the bottom. Does it say like, it'll say a serial number or something, but somewhere it might have a model number.
No.
Okay, try
no
this.
Model number.
If you hit the Windows button and you type MS Info, one word, I'll tell us.
MS Info.
One word.
System information.
Yeah, bring that up. And it brings up the system information window. And then it should say system name, system manufacturer, system model down on the right-hand side. It's like the 6th or 7th one down. What does it say there?
System model is 20CD00B.
Can you share that screen with me?
Sure.
Doing IT
It's
support,
fine.
yeah.
My husband's going to be jealous.
Well, this is how things have changed, eh? There we go. What are we looking at? Lenovo, empty, ThinkPad. Okay, it's an S1 Yoga. Okay, cool. I think that's going to be the model. IBM. No, not IBM. It's Lenovo. Although Lenovo is
yeah.
made by IBM. It is made by IBM. And there's nothing wrong with that because I'll tell you a horror story about my sister's Lenovo that I did to it. Here we go. ThinkPad S1 Yoga. Okay, cool. I have it up. So in our previous house, we had a gas fireplace, a big one though. It was probably like, I don't know, like a meter high by like just under a meter wide. And then it had like the stone looking wood things inside. And then below that, it had the gas thing that you know, would have the flames and whatever. But that thing radiates heat like insane. Like in the winter, you put that thing on, the whole unit, because it's a metal outside, but the whole unit becomes hot, and then it will just radiate heat in the house, and it makes the house nice and cozy. But as with any surface, you put stuff down on top of it, though, right? So before we switch this thing on, you know, to clear it, that there's nothing standing on top of it. And my sister and them were visiting, and I was busy on a laptop, and I needed to get up, and I put the laptop down onto the top of the fireplace thingy. And like, I don't know, 15 minutes later or whatever, I wanted to continue, and then I picked it up and I'm like, oh crap. You know, like the laptop still survived. The bottom parts was like a bit wonky and it couldn't really sit straight and whatever. But I mean, the machine still works.
It survived.
And that was, when was this? 2014 about?
Wow.
Was it 2014? No, because 2014 we were in this house already. 2012. So yeah.
Wow.
So I have a huge respect for Lenovo's.
Well, you know what I love about this thing?
Please don't go and be.
Yeah, no, don't do it deliberately. But you know what I love about this? Okay, so this, it's here. You see, it's just a normal laptop. Cool. Okay, now I want to, let's say I've got this shelf here and I'm going to sit and sew, but I want to watch, I want to binge watch some Grey's whilst I sew, okay, because I love Grey's Anatomy. But it doesn't like really fit on the shelf. Hello, tablet mode.
Perfect, eh? How awesome is that?
And the fact that it's just always a touch screen. Like I go and I work on anybody else's laptop and I try to touch the screen, like even the TV. I try and walk up to the TV and say, oh, let's watch that YouTube video. Yeah, it's not a touch screen, Beth. It's not a touch screen.
But that is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. And does the keyboard switch off then when you flip it over? So the keys at the bottom doesn't work anymore. Yeah, well, that's pretty nice.
You actually, once it's locked that way, like that, you can actually feel they locked. These keys do not depress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can feel that the keypad is locked.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's really awesome. You can see that they've like gone, you probably won't see it on camera, but
it's like it recesses into the keyboard, the rest of the keyboard. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, in general, really awesome. Laptops are pretty cool. I mean, the only things with laptops that really packs up is batteries and hard drives. And then for the newer laptops, though, if they have a SSD drive in, so it doesn't have the old mechanical drives, they actually can last pretty long, eh? Up until they're too slow to run whatever the latest version of Windows is, or the software that's trying to use. But then in general, they're actually pretty cool. And if you have a laptop that at least has USB 3 and all that stuff, it'll take you pretty far. Because hard drives you can upgrade. I mean, you can't make a USB port, a USB 2 port to USB 3 ports, but a hard drive you can upgrade to a solid state drive, not a problem. So and batteries, there's plenty of places that repacks and makes batteries for machines, even if they're out of warranty and all that stuff. So which is not an issue.
Yeah.
Look
Right.
at Joe,
Yeah.
this
Well,
over informational.
I
Yes,
don't. and a Mac bashing infomercial.
For an extra 10 Rand, it will ship in a Mac OS box.
Did you watch my MLM video?
MLM? No,
Yeah, where I said, you should buy this ball of yarn from me for 200 Rand.
No, where did you stream that one?
It was last week Friday.
Oh no, our fiber went off at 9:30 in the morning.
Oh,
And I was halfway in a call. The fiber went down. I switched to my phone, finished up my call. Then I start phoning the ISP to like report the issue, whatever. And had no internet for the whole day. I went to my wife's salon because she's got internet there. Then I sat working for there till the afternoon. Came back home. It was still off. Started fighting with them. At 3 o'clock on Saturday morning, the internet went on, and I woke up and I like leaned over and checked, internet's on, and I woke up and I like started messing around on my PC and whatever. Went off again at 9 a.m. Then I phoned them again, but I was really not the best person, and it came on like 2 hours later, and it's now been on, luckily. So yeah, I missed a couple of streams and a couple.
We
of
never
things
did, or did we? And I forget, but. Did we get to what you do for a living?
No. So, what do I do for a living? So, I work for a mining company. I don't mind saying, people can obviously LinkedIn me or whatever. I work for Anglo Gold Ashanti. But I am an architect, so we look after basically the strategic side of our IT side of our business. So, in my specific role, it's more focusing on infrastructure and technology. So I don't look at the application side of things, especially like business applications. But all the, let's call it the applications that runs on your PC, that kind of like fits into my portfolio. And then within my team, I've got a team of architects, and they each do something specific. So I have an architect for like just networking, an architect for like just, end user computers, an architect for just, hosting computer rooms, whatever. But yeah, that's what my team does. We look after, like I say, we look after the strategy side of it. So 3 to 5 year plan. What should we be doing? Like the stuff we're focusing on now is what are we doing in 2022 at the moment. So, we're like 2 years ahead, and then what are we doing for the next 2 years about? And then we write standards and all kinds of things. So if our CIO wants to understand, for instance, what impact, and an interesting one we did the other day is what impact does 3D printing have on the mining industry? That would come to our team, and we would write like what we call a position paper, which is essentially like a small thesis of what 3D printing is about, how we would position it in the business, when should we start looking at it, how should we promote it, whatever, as an example. So that was one of the more fun ones that we get, but other times we get other type of papers we need to write. So yeah, that's kind of like what my team does. We get to write standards and say how things should look in the business, and that kind of like eventually influences budgets. And yeah,
that's really cool.
I don't do operational IT, so I don't do actual IT support. So if something goes down in the middle of the night, there's another team that looks after that.
Yeah.
I don't get called out for stuff like that. I've done my fair share of that in life, and I appreciate having to have done that. But I'm glad not to be in operational IT and keeping the lights green, because that is, especially now with like load shedding and type of stuff, it's really, really tough.
Yes, that's my husband's job.
He's
the head of that team on rather large sites.
He also does something else that's cool. You said the other day that he makes resin rings or something.
Yeah, and I forgot because I quickly washed some dishes. Well, I rinsed dishes and stuck them in the dishwasher. That's washing dishes in my book.
All do. Don't feel bad.
So I asked my daughter to put my rings away, so I don't have any with me right now. But yes, and also he was supposed to give me, because not only does he make rings, he was supposed to give me a drip tip that he has unfortunately already sold, which I'm quite bleak about because it's the Eleutheria turquoise mixed with wood. It's a hybrid, but it's a drip tip and it fits my vape. And he sold it.
Does he have like a website or something, or a
he
Facebook
doesn't
page where we can see it.
He doesn't. You see, I'm supposed to be in charge of his marketing, which is why
Doing a
I'm
good
supposed to
job.
talk about it on my streams. I know I'm doing a fantastic job. And I haven't really received a lot of traction on Facebook in other endeavors that I've made, because like I make these toy hammocks. This is just one of the things that I make, is a toy hammock. So you hang this in a corner in a bedroom and you can put your kids' soft toys inside here. And I haven't managed to sell a single one. But anyway, and that's because I use Facebook. And so, yeah, no, it's my fault he does not have a Facebook page or website would be his endeavor, because that's his thing.
Okay. No, because well, when we got married, my wife and I, and we got rings. We have our actual wedding rings. Like she has her one that her engagement ring and whatever that I bought for her. But she's scared of wearing it and scared of being
Mugged.
mugged or whatever. So and I'm too OCD to make a mistake if we buy these silicone rings, because I never know what size would we need and stuff. So we've always wanted to get, and kind of like the craze went over. And then the one day I had an idea of like, hey, I'm going to 3D print one. And the story is going to end with me wanting one of your husband's rings, just saying. But
no, I know where it's going.
At the moment. So, and I 3D printed one. So this is one that I did. It's orange and black. I did it when I was printing some stuff for Ronaldo, and he's orange and black. And I like,
my husband would be jealous of that.
This orange and black is in the printer. Let's do one. And I've been wearing like this for the last 4 months. But I have different ones, and I wear my rings like I wear my watches. I have like a different watch almost for like every day of the week, or every outfit that I wear to work or something. So I change rings. But it would be at some point be nice to have like a nicer somewhere in the middle ring that's not the traditional metal whatever type of ring. So when you said that the other day, I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. And I tried to go on Facebook and search for all kinds of things and search for you, and can I find you on Facebook, see if you're linked in, doing my research, and couldn't. And I thought, okay, cool, I'll phone you. And then never kind of gotten around to it. So I would be keen to like see what rings he makes, and see if he could make my wife and I one. So that would be pretty cool.
Absolutely. He's been asked by one of his staff on his team to make his and his girlfriend. He wants promise rings. So it must be matching rings for them, and they're promise rings. So we all know what a promise ring is, right? It's the ring that you give before you're ready to pop the question. Okay. So
I gave my wife a promise ring the first month that I met her. That was 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's how I view promise rings. But I don't know, it's a new thing. I don't know. These youngsters are commitment phobic, Yanni.
Well, I committed in 2009 somewhere. Sorry, 2005 somewhere already. But hey, you know what?
Yeah,
Cool,
I mean, Donovan and I started dating. It was about 4 months after my first husband had passed away. Hannah my daughter was a year old when we started dating. So, yeah, we could have done promise rings then.
Yeah. But I think you just know when you know, though, right? I mean, the promise ring thing doesn't really have to happen. Like when I met my wife in 2005, it was like December of 2005. And sorry, we'll get to your story. Talking like it's my channel. But
no, it's fun.
We started dating, and we got introduced through a friend, though. So our first date was literally a phone party. Phone parties were still in at the time.
Yes,
right?
I remember.
My wife was telling me like, "Shut up! Don't tell people." Our first thing was a phone party, and then that was the Friday night. So the Saturday night, the friends that introduced us, she had like, I don't know, kidney stones or something, and we didn't exchange numbers, and we were like wanting to see each other. So like by the Sunday, we made a plan to get each other's numbers, though, right? And
Yes.
and we lived in Richards Bay at the time, so then got numbers, exchanged numbers. Hey, do you want to go to the movies? And she was like, yes, I'm keen, but I'm like in Durban, right? So let's make a day of it. And then we head down to Durban, and I think we only got back like midnight the next day, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, so right there and then you just know, right? I mean, the promise ring thing I think was just in our first month of like celebrating your first month of dating, like, you know, and then I gave her a teddy, and the teddy had like a little thing around its neck that could open up, and inside there was the little ring. So
Oh, cute.
yeah,
You're such a romantic, Yanni.
I am.
Who'd have thought? Wow. With that beard and that hair, like you're so formidable.
Well, it
But
never
actually
used to
you're
be like this. You don't even want to know what my hair looked like when Reese met me. Obviously, she liked me for my personality or something. And, you know, I don't know, because my hair was not, it was short and curly. I have curly hair, like you have no idea. Like curly hair. This is Brazilian, flat iron, whatever. You know, this is what
yes.
that is.
Because
So,
your wife is a hairdresser.
yes. So I get
Mhm.
all those perks now. So
Yes. Clever man.
very clever. I also never, yeah, but you know what? No, my hair was quick and easy. Every day you just like air dry it because it's short, it's all perfect. Now it's like a freaking 20-minute or 30-minute blow wave. You know, so and as much as I appreciate it that she does it and everything, because I can't do this thing myself, sitting in the mirror and trying to. No, my hands doesn't work like
Neither
that.
can I.
Mouse and the keyboard, You know, so yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you. You were saying about promise rings and when your husband started the rings.
Yeah,
That he's
no,
making somebody at work. He's making promise rings for.
yeah, he is making. He wants to make a matching set for him. Yeah, he's made a few. I have pictures. Everybody says, "Oh, do you have a catalog or a website?" Because I don't know what I like. And actually, what he likes is he likes the challenge of creating something that you want. So if you want something unique, because I don't know, okay, so you guys met, you lived in Richards Bay, okay. So Richards Bay is famous, let's say Richards Bay is famous for a certain stone. I know it's not, but I'm trying to work an example in here. So he would take that stone and he would crush it up and he would mix it with resin and try and get like all these different character things coming through. Or one of the things he really likes working with is wood. Okay. Because when you turn that wood, you don't know what the grain pattern is going to be when you start turning until you actually turn it down to the size that you want it. And then you polish it and that grain pattern just like pops.
Yeah.
And yeah, he loves that. Or he's recently, his project this week that he started working on is inlaying wire into the ring to see. So as you know, we vape. So he had some wire that you would use to build coils.
Okay, yeah.
So he wanted to try and inlay that and see how it turned out. He said, yeah, he learned a lot. So then I know it didn't turn out the way he wanted, but he's getting close to it. So yeah, he likes that.
Does he have
likes
molds and stuff? Like how would he? Because I mean, if I look at this ring, obviously though it's flat on the inside and then it's a little curved on the outside. Like, does he have a mold? Like for that,
no,
I'm just this is my technical mind again, though, right? So, okay, and then he wigs. Okay.
He turns them on a lathe. So a lot of his rings are flat, but I'm sure if you wanted like that rounded finish, I'm sure you can do it. He's got a lathe now, so
okay.
I'm sure
he must make YouTube videos of that. Do you know what's therapeutic? Like that I enjoy watching. My wife hates it though, right? It's these guys that restores old stuff. Like they would have like this old, I don't know, lantern that's made in 1752 and it's all rusted up and whatever. And then this guy, like, I don't know, sandblasts it, paints it, and fixes the thing inside and whatever. But I mean, it's so therapeutic to watch that, or even like some woodworking things or whatever. So you must like YouTube it.
Well, Joe and I had this discussion months ago. I'm sure Joe's having flashbacks. Yeah, we did discuss it, and I mentioned it to my husband, and he'll be like, he said, I'd be useless. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to make a ring. So like, let's go to my workshop and we're going to make a ring. And he'll put his phone or camera down and he'll carry on working. And then he'll pick it up and he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't get that on film at all. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. You see, I've also thought about like doing that. So we bought a new house and we're moving soon, and I want to kit out my new study, and I want to do like a before and after video of my new study. And I thought about the same thing, and I was going because I'm not a video editor or whatever, so I'm going through my mind, how am I going to doing that? And then in the end, I thought about, you know what? I'll put the camera up one place, I'll make sure it records everything, and then I'll just overlay whatever I want afterwards, like overlay the audio pieces. But the problem is, I mean, it's easy to say, oh, you should have a YouTube channel to do all that stuff. If it takes him 4 hours to make a ring, it'll take him 40 hours to edit the video. That's the problem.
exactly. And this is one of the things I learned when I had, well, I still have the channel. It's just dormant at the moment. Life Out of the Fast Lane is, just trying to edit that down, edit the stuff down to get it into a video that people are going to want to watch. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I mean, a lot of these YouTubers, they actually have editors that works for them that does that stuff.
Yes.
So, but I mean, if you have 6,500 or 6.5 million people following you, I'm sure you generate enough.
You can afford a team.
Yeah, even just interns. I mean, they can come and go as long as they stick to a standard. You can have interns come and get some experience because YouTube is certainly an acknowledged industry at the moment from a career perspective.
It is.
10 years ago, a guy that works with me said his son told him he wants to be a YouTuber because he saw that people can make YouTube videos and earn a living. But that was like when this just started, though, right? So 10 years ago,
everybody wants to
be a permanent YouTuber as possible. I mean, I think the stats are probably really skew, like saying that you're a YouTuber and you're living off being a YouTuber. I don't think it's as spectacular as what it sounds.
And it's not just YouTube income either. It's sponsorship deals. It's merch. Yeah. There's a huge diversification of the income streams before you actually start making money.
The issue, though, is right? So, I mean, if you just have YouTube, though, what if YouTube bombs out? What if, like, YouTube closes down your channel because your content's being reported or whatever? Like, do you have alternative streams, like Twitch as an example? I don't know if you can easily live stream to other places because there's this thing called brand new tube now that people are also using that's like uncensored and whatever type of thing. But there's no apps out for it. It's browser only. But I mean, you can stream to it with most of the, OBSs and whatever. But, those multiple streams, but kind of just not putting all your eggs in one basket, I suppose.
Have you heard of a platform called Steemit?
Steemit.
Steemit. I think that's what it's called.
No.
We'll talk offline because my husband started working on this, and it was sort of like a Reddit type thing. So you could upvote things and stuff like that, or you could upload content on it as well. And my husband said he earned money, like he was basically mining money because he was uploading, upvoting stuff.
Or something like blockchain for it. Okay.
I think
interesting concept though. So I haven't heard of Steemit. I just Googled it now and I see Steemit's a blockchain-based blogging and social media website which rewards users with cryptocurrency called Steem for publishing or curating content. That's an interesting concept, obviously, of decentralizing in this case, a social media platform and blogging platform, because it's not owned by one person; it's owned by the blockchain, though, right? Which is the whole concept of where the cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatever, kind of like started because you didn't have that centralized bank that had a say over your money. So that's a very interesting concept. So there's another one that I found interesting. I didn't know about Steemit, but it's called SIA Coin, SIA Coin. And SIA Coin works like Google Drive or Dropbox. So very much in the
Okay.
same way you sign up for Dropbox and then you get like, I don't know, 2 gig or a 5 gig Dropbox. You can, I don't know if they have free versions of Sia Coin. I haven't checked in a while, but you sign up for Sia Coin and you can pay with a small fee. Let me just Google Sia Coin. You can pay for a small fee, and then you obviously get your 5 gig or 10 gig or 10 terabytes or whatever storage, but it's still decentralized storage. But what you then do is the same way as how you mine. You can either mine by dedicating a piece of your hard drive to that Sia Coin storage, decentralized storage,
Mhm.
and also you won't ever have the data is scattered in such a way over that Sia Coin network so that even if you had to try and decrypt that global storage on your drive, you won't have somebody's actual data. You'll have a small piece of it because it's scattered everywhere around everybody that is obviously offering up storage. But then in keeping the network also secure and ensuring all the transactions are legitimate and whatever, you can also then mine. And that mining is then how you are being rewarded with Sia Coin, which is a very interesting concept of using it. The other one that I saw is for medical information. So you always have this issue where people can't, where you as an individual might not want to share your medical information. Like if you get a smartwatch now, all of the big ones, whether it's an Apple Watch or whether it's a Samsung Gear or whatever it's called, or the new ones are all now running some Android Watch OS, and then you can have like different ones because I see Diesel and everybody's bringing them out now. The problem is that operating system is still owned by a company, and you're still at the risk of them maybe or maybe not sharing your information, because you can always opt out of certain things, but you never know that what really happens with it. And as much as I think the whole idea, especially around the Apple Watch, has got the built-in what is that? What's it called? EKG? Is it an EKG? Do you call it an EKG in English?
Is that for the heart?
Yeah, the thing that that checks your. Is it an EKG in English? Yeah. So it's got that one wire EKG thing. So it doesn't give you like all the exact stuff, but it will tell you over time, like if you have like a heart condition developing or something like that. And it saved quite a few lives because when they launched it at the Apple Dev Conference, they like showed, people's lives that was affected with this and lives being saved and whatever. So the concept of you having intelligent insight into medical information, for me, using wearables, I love that though, because in the busy lives we are today, where you possibly a little bit unfit, you're not getting out and about and whatever, that for me is like a very cool thing to have. But at the same time though, that's your medical info. It's like somebody recording your driving behavior though, right? Like sometimes you want to speed, sometimes you just want to do something like make a donut, and now you can't.
Sometimes a kid runs out in front of you and you do have to slam on brakes.
And it's like by a stop street and they say you are racing between robots, whatever nonsense that is though. I don't want that to be recorded though, right? So
exactly.
What this company has come up with is, and I don't think they've ever formalized the idea, but somebody put forward in one of these initial coin offerings or whatever, but put forward that they have you with many applications. So there's applications for Androids and whatever, but they collect that medical information. The blockchain concept and technology obviously secures the medical information, but it's all anonymized. And then how they make money off it, and you obviously get credits back in whatever that cryptocurrency is organizations can buy into it, but they buy into an anonymous version of it. So they can basically say, right, we have a new product out for, I don't know, let's think about something that's like unique in sports. Like let's say a sports bra for females. Okay. So you want to target specific females that is active, that is jogging, that does have a sports bra or whatever. So you can like use that medical information and then target them with like certain ads and whatever. So the concept of that's pretty cool. Obviously then the whole medical information thing as well. Like give me, all the males aged 50 to 60 with, high blood pressure, which is probably like 8% of them, but you will get the anonymized stats. So you will get stats without names and whatever linked to it. So there's cool concepts of using the blockchain for certain things. But certainly the decentralization component of that's becoming pretty, how shall I say, popular now, because like this Steam, it's the first social media platform that I saw where they do that now. So this will be like an uncensored Facebook essentially, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, look, I haven't been on in a while. I think my husband first found out about it in 2017. And it was kind of like a fad for a few months. And then I think it just like fell by the wayside for him. So I think, I don't know. I don't claim to know everything my husband does. So
one Steam coin is worth almost 20 US cents. That's not bad. It's worth more than R1.
Mm-hmm. It's nearly R2.
Yeah. You don't? Yeah. So it's not that bad. Yeah.
No.
But cryptocurrencies fluctuate though, and the problem with that though in South Africa is I don't think we have a way of dealing with it really. I think the what is it, the Reserve Bank, they have a letter, but it's a couple of years old now, in terms of how they are dealing with cryptocurrency, and they kind of like dealing with cryptocurrency as if it's shares, and you have to declare it, and then you only pay tax on the gains and losses and whatever. But the gray area is when you start mining it, because you like kind of
you're
like
essentially earning it. Yeah.
Exactly. So do you not pay full tax on it? Because then the interesting concept starts saying is, but hey, okay, cool. I spent X amount of money to mine it because your PC consumes energy, XYZ, whatever. So it becomes very complicated to deal with it. What I do know though is, if I could, I would go and buy as much Bitcoin as I can, if I can go back in time.
When you can. Yeah. If you could go back in time. Yeah.
Yeah, like 2010 or whenever it got released, I would go and buy as much as I can. Like, because it released at like 10 cents or 50 cents or something. I don't know.
So maybe we should
$100.
Maybe we should end the stream and go finish building our time machine.
That'll be pretty cool.
I just let everybody know that we're building a time machine. Whoopsie.
Well,
no, that was a joke.
I wouldn't mind a time machine though.
No, neither would I. There's a lot of things I could go back and change. A lot of things. I'm sorry we've been ignoring the comments, but like we haven't really lost any viewers. So I think they've been listening. Interesting.
But Joe's been keeping them busy as well. So
yes, he has. Thank you, Joe.
Joe.
Even though you couldn't be here as part of the chat, at least you helped the comments. Yanni, do you want people to follow you on YouTube or Twitch? Because you've given like a lot of your time today, and I want to be able to give something back.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, why not?
You are a moderator, so you can pop your links in the live chat if you want. Thanks. And you're always welcome to do so. I'm just letting you know.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my Twitch is quiet lately. I haven't been playing much games. And there's a game that we are playing that's starting again on the 17th of September. So I'll probably stream a bit in that weekend. And then I'll only play during the weeks because I have a GTA buddy that we stream and play with. Also in chat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reserving those for Joe Amelia. Did you watch our videos?
I did.
Super funny.
I enjoyed them. I still commented on the first one. I was like, yeah, kids, this is why you don't drink and record your gaming sessions. Or something like that.
We were sober when we do that, though, right? So that is just the shenanigans that we get up to. Yeah. But that's what I enjoy about games, though, right? I mean, as a almost 40-year-old gamer, that for me is a way of breaking away from the reality. Whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter what's happening in life. I just enjoy it so much because you can go and relax.
Yes. Yeah, it is a nice break. I must nag my husband. We must get back into doing it with the kids. Like, before I had my daughter, I was very much into Jak and Daxter. I don't know if you remember Jak.
No.
JAK on PlayStation 2. And yeah, I think we need to get back into doing that, family game nights and stuff like that.
Jack and Daxter, and it's on PS4 now, eh?
Really? Well, it
So
doesn't
there is a
help me
new
because
one out.
we still just have a PlayStation 2.
Oh, so you still have it on PlayStation 2, it's fine.
I do.
But you know what? There's nothing wrong with old games. I'm sorry. There is some of these kids today, I don't care what they call themselves, and I appreciate some of them can game really well. They can play Fortnite 10 times better than what I can. Doesn't matter. They will never, ever, ever have experienced what we experienced when we started playing console games 30 years ago, when the cartridge didn't want to work and you had to blow on the thing and then you push it back in or
And
whatever.
you had to turn it off and go and play outside because it had to cool down.
Exactly. Like, you know, like that's what I miss about some of these games. And some of these games, because again, this one buddy of mine's son, he's 11, he plays Fortnite and whatever. I play games and I have a very good gaming PC because I enjoy like the nice graphics and having the fully immersive experience and whatever. He goes and he turns down the graphics to like semi crap, and then he makes the grass go, you know, that you can't see the grass, and the shadows is over exaggerated so that he gives himself that little bit of an advantage to see a shadow and see somebody move and, you know, whatever. And that's like, where is the fun in that? Like, I want to enjoy everything. So that's what I miss about the old games. The option was it's on or it's off. There's no
Yeah,
this
you
thing in the
couldn't tweak
middle,
with
no
it.
shadows, no that. No. It's either on or it's
Yeah.
off. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Anyway, I have been streaming for over 2 hours now, and I think you've been with me for the better part of that. So I
Thank you
think
very
I should
much.
let you go. No, thank you for coming on. Like, just send him a link. Let's see if he'll join.
Cool. Thank you so much.
It was so awesome. We had such an awesome chat about like a lot of tech stuff.
Yeah, it was cool. Thank you. And we'll catch up afterwards.
Yes. Cool. Thanks
Cool.
everybody for joining.
Cool.
And like the stream if you liked it, dislike it. I don't really care, but subscribe. Okay, cheers everybody. Don't wear a mask if you don't have to.